What is going on, my friends? I'm here today to introduce you to our new channel, Blue Collar Classified. And it's it's not just a place for you to go and get a job or find an employee. It's more of a movement in our industry, in our world. Blue collar workers, it's funny because years ago, I remember the old timers will used to say that sometime in the future, blue collar workers are going to be valuable. The prices are going to go up. They're going to get more money. The world is changing. And I never thought we'd be here to live it and see it. And I also never thought that it would be so bad that there's no blue collar workers left to make all this money, to do all this stuff, to achieve all these goals. We're in a really weird place. And I'm a firm believer in history repeating itself. And a lot of the stuff I've seen from the past is kind of scary sometimes to see that. So with me, I've been vetted in this industry for my entire life. I'm in the automotive segment primarily, cars, trucks, motorcycles, marine. But throughout this whole journey, all my friends are electricians, carpenters, excavation guys. Everybody's doing machinists. I've been around this industry so long that we're friends with everybody. And unanimously, across every single one, we hear the same thing. There's nobody getting into the trades. There's I wouldn't say nobody. Not enough people are getting into the trades. And we're all to blame. We wanted our kids safer, softer, going to white collar work. It seemed like the best choice to do. For some of us it was, for some of us it's not. I always am a firm believer that certain people are gonna grow up and be an accountant. You might not want to work with your hands. You might have a better aptitude for numbers and doing that type of stuff. This channel is not here to discredit anybody, any white collar workers. And there is a little bit of confusion in the blue collar classified because, like, if you go to the website and you're looking for employment in our area, and right now we are primarily just the Northeast. We feel there's enough demand in our area, in our community, to help out, to grow it, to help businesses get employees and employees to go in the right business and all that type of stuff. So we feel there's enough in our area to do that. So when you're at the website, you're going to see there's sales management positions available too. And I know that doesn't necessarily be blue collar, but I feel you're in a blue collar field. And as long as you don't forget that, if you are doing sales for an electrician, you know that it's a service-based industry. You're there to kind of reiterate to people that you're there to help them. It's service-oriented, their knowledge of their services and all that. And I also understand in the sales part, nobody wants to know exactly how your hamburger's made at McDonald's. You just want to see the person eating it and be happy with it. But I do want to know that my electrician cares, they're certified, they're doing the best they can. They have the knowledge. My house isn't going to burn down. I want to know that my hamburger is being sourced by the best products and the people in the kitchen really care and they're doing it for the right reasons, not just for a job. So that's more about what we're targeting. So even though you're going to see some of the technically white collar jobs within our blue collar classified, we're in a service-based industry. Another thing is you look at like automotive, and obviously I like the trenches. I like the technicians. I like building, making, creating, doing the work. But you also have your general managers, salesmen, service writers, all that type of stuff within the company. And even though it's not technically blue collar work, you're working in a blue collar field because as much as you want to say a car dealer is now white collar, forget about the fact you're selling cars. Let's be real. If you're a car dealer, you're selling cars. And if you forget that, and you forget that the car is an object that people love, should love, be passionate about. It's something that should be great. It should be cool. It should be different. You should have reasons why you're selling them. And they're taken care of by technicians who are passionate about those cars, who have the knowledge, the work, the time commitment to make these things what they are. And if you stay on those firm beliefs, I believe you'll help the industry grow and get it back to where it should be. People should be proud of the vehicles they drive. You want to buy a boat. Right? I don't want to buy a boat just to buy a boat from a boat salesman who wants me to think that their technicians and the boat people making it don't matter. I want to buy a boat from a salesperson that knows intimately about that boat, about the reason that manufacturer is a good boat maker. I want to know exactly why their technicians are there. Are they passionate about working on boats? Do they care? Are they up to their safety protocols? Are they up to the new technologies? Are they there because they want to grow and build better boats and do better and be better? That's what I want to hear about. I don't necessarily need to know every single thing, but you have to know that the reason you're buying that boat and the reason you're buying that car and the reason you're having that electrician or carpenter do your job is because they're better. They care. They're more knowledgeable. Those are all the basics that we forget about. I mean, if you look at the way the industries change, it's amazing. The automotive industry, everything's always about cheaper, cheaper, cheaper. And it shouldn't be about that. It should be about better. And not only should it be about better, it should actually be better. Everything we do, and that's one of the reasons I kind of went off on this little tangent, is because we start off as just an automotive base because that's what I'm passionate about. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, marine. I always, that's been my life. I always love that. And that's, always been my segment of the market. But with working with all these other people and all these other industries, I realized we're all the same. We're in the same boat, going through the same thing, and we've all grown off topic of what we were. So, the basic business practice of selling a car, being a car brand, should be being a car brand. Boats should be about being boats. You're making boats better. And I guess it is the lifestyle. It's like, I like to see you're out on the boat on the Long Island Sound. There's a beautiful day. You're fishing. You're with your family. You're doing stuff. That's what sells you. That segment of the life. Going to step into your car and take a ride with your wife or family member, or go down to the beach, or go on an adventure through New England. That's to me what does sell you when you're wanting to do that. Stressed out, getting on my motorcycle and just going for a ride and just forgetting about everything, all the worries in the world and the smell and the air and the sun and all that type of stuff is really what sells you. But I feel we lost the basic value of the branding. Why is a specific motorcycle better than the other? You look at the motorcycle industry, all you motorcycle guys know that Harley has made some really, really bad decisions. I was just talking with one of my friends, Brian, over at Hayes Custom Cycles yesterday, and we were talking about the poor decisions they've made in their industry. They're jumping ship, they're trying to rebrand, go here, target different people, but they lost focus of their one. Why is their motorcycle better? Should it be better? Is it better? Make it better. Treat your customer base better. There's so many things that these people are missing because sometimes you get a little too corporate heavy, a little too white collar in a blue collar world. You guys, again, I'm not disparaging. General managers, you're in a blue collar business. No matter what you tell yourself about it, you're selling cars, you're selling boats, you're selling equipment for electricians, you're selling Caterpillar equipment for truck things. You could try to alienate yourself from the blue collar segment of this industry, but let's face it, that's what we're here for, and your customers should know that. They should know if you're the general manager of a excavation equipment company, you're there because you know why that equipment is better. Yes, your job is bottom line, financial, make the money, make the company operate, but it's so much easier to make a company operate when you know the product you're selling is better from a better company and the services that are being handled within your business are better than the other guy. That's why we're here with the Blue Collar Classified. This is a movement. It's about bringing back what matters, making people care, making people more passionate about what we do. We want to showcase the people in our industry that are working there, people that have committed. We want to show you success stories. We are not about empowering people. That's ridiculous. Telling someone who's not doing well, they're doing well, and empowering them is not the answer. We are here to showcase these people, successful people, not so successful people, newbies, experienced people, retired people, everybody within these industries that could tell you something about it and help us grow. One of the things I always say before I wrap this up is I remember a time when we would go out and you would see a mason building a chimney, right? He'd have a nice house, really nice house, nice vehicles, nice cars, wads of cash, always buying stuff, always enjoying life. He would work hard. I mean, some of those old school masons, oh my Lord, the work they would do growing up around them was amazing. But when you saw that, you're like, I want to do that. They're doing well. They're doing work they love. They're passionate about it. They're hardworking. They're committed, but they're also getting paid for what they do. They have a nice house. They spend time with their family, and they do all these things. And that's the part of the industry that when I was a kid, I saw that makes you really want to get into it. And I feel that we need to showcase those people so that the younger people, because honestly, not all of us are meant to work on computers all the time. A lot of us love working with our hands, and I honestly feel 100% that we could solve a lot of our issues that we're running into with this younger generation of men and women who haven't worked with their hands, and they feel sad, depressed, It's very overwhelming what some of these young people are going through, and they shouldn't be going through that, because if they just simply step back and created something, made something, going to school and learning a trade like electrical is amazing. You're going into someone's house that has something you need to do, a service that's very important, that's you have to be certified in, you have to actually have the experience in, a skill. You do that, you fix that, you're creating something. Obviously you get paid for it and you enjoy your money spending it, but you're actually there to provide a service. Within our industry, cars like collision cars, someone gets a car smashed up, you get to take something that's damaged and broken, like we are, fix it and see it gone. It'd be nice to be able to fix ourselves, and so when we're damaged and broken. But I feel that by having some of these younger men and women working with their hands, creating something, because it's almost like not everybody, we're pushing all these young men and women into more, I'd say white collar, computers, doctors, lawyers, things that they might not be into. And by pushing them into that, you're pushing them away from things that they might actually excel in. A lot of these young men and women are actually could be really good with their hands, building stuff, creating stuff, and doing stuff. And I think the reward they would have mentally would be so much better for them. Please help us in our journey to make the blue collar classified grow. If you have people that want to come on, we're doing our TikTok channels. We're trying to get that set up so it's literally just people in our industry. So when you go to it, you see people in our trades, see what they're doing. They can tell you a little bit about what they're doing. We want to keep that just that. So if you're a TikTok person, you go there, you can see that. And obviously our YouTube channel, we want to do some bigger segments. We want to introduce you to some of the workers behind the force, some of the owners of the companies, the grassroots of our business, so you can see it. And please help us make this grow. We want to really grow our community. Thank you. Please remember, like, share, subscribe, follow, ring the bell so that you're notified and can see future videos of everything we're doing. Thank you.